points, and it's not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
We need these 3 points.
Ready, ready. Set, hut, ready.
To throw is Gabriel. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 45, claws red. Set, hut.
Gabriel to throw again. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that is not good.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's a game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know both sides are ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Down the field, Evans has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Out of the pistol, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10.
Working inside the red zone. That one's complete right side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 9-yard line.
Right up the gut. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play and just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, This could have been much, much more exciting.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Williams throwing on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So already on their first drive, they're going to burn a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Cut by the open man. The 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football.
It's starting to become your trade.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back to watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Evans now to return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He finds Evans left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, Williams to throw. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Commanders have an early lead. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points in this game. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Sanders now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's completed right side. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on second down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down at the
Give him 4
20-yard line.
on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And it's third down.
Working now from the gun. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
The Commanders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Evans now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
So a difficult 3rd down coming up on the other side, Brock, of this 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. They connect on the deep shot. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They'll throw to start the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. They'll throw it. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete. Oh, he lost the football. The Falcons bring it in. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the...
He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 14.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
See, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Again to throw on 2nd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Running back sent in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing it again here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Evans now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain 15 there. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Big man showing up the yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2.
Yeah, right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and
Starting
take
to show
them
your
high in the draft,
traits.
especially when they can be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 21.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Shoves one away. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, and you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Hey, it's actually kind of fun.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the end route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Got for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He beams one, deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Washington first down.
For a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. Fights his way through a tackle. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
A loss of 2.
Setting up, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He gets it again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead.
The kicker on for the
When you reach the status that he has around the league,
I bumped the shit out of his ass, didn't I?
Expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. In this game,
Don't be
trust me,
scared. This is real life.
It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Goes in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Williams set to pass. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 23 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Offense to the line fast. Williams on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
By Richard Sherman.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up wrong with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one.
Thought you will, didn't I, man?
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 22. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders pushing to get within range for a game winner.
At the 43-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Pass play now. Put the body on the line for his team. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Washington.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and just 2 to go.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bearcats. 60.
Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They'll run here from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He is taken down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, you definitely.
Defense just is.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest,
Definitely don't got a better team than me, man. I enjoyed this game, though. It let me know, man, that, you know, it's going to be hard for a lot of people out there, man.
Marching out for this moment. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the...
A big hole to the 20. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Falcons 7, Dolphins nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Lady!
Gravel start on the ground. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
At his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings
Just
up
shy of
2nd and
midfield.
2.
Here's 2nd down.
Lady!
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Atlanta. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Falcons. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Check! Get a 20! Hey, 70! 30
On first down, Stafford. That is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Ready. 32. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Big 20. Tonight.
Throw on third down, Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, with this guy...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap? Not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. He's going to test the secondary right away. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Marshall. And he's in! Touchdown, New England.
Brandon Marshall. Touchdown, New England.
A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Evans. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection short.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Jackson, this a designed run, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will get into the end zone.
You see how I'll be exposing them?
Touchdown, Atlanta. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
Hey, on that Bo Jackson run, do you think you can play on my level of full game?
Realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He
Ask yourself that question.
Took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Point after try, forthcoming. The kick is good.
Hey, what's my old saying? Just leave it alone, man. Don't touch it.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return.
You don't touch it, you might see amazing things.
35-yard line.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up
That was not a catch.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And some problems communicating on 3rd down.
You see how goofy it look when it's on, don't it? They don't even shift right. Just don't touch it. They slide with their booty out like they gay.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Yeah, you need it all.
That was something else.
They going to the ground, man. You need it all, man.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get that complete to an
Possession catch my ass.
Take this down
You jump in the jam.
4 yards. That's another Patriots.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang
That's why you jump in the jam.
Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. As he throws.
It's crazy, man. How y'all got nowhere to throw when I jam you? Well, I know when it's on because they do that little out and around the jam. You know what I'm saying?
On making a big play one way or another.
Some people out here that like seeing defense.
The quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome. Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball.
Yep, exposed. Exposed.